Hello there and welcome to James Hennon on YouTube. Today I've decided to make a video going over how I read the cards using a Celtic cross and the kind of Celtic cross spread that I use, as I don't use the more traditional Celtic cross. I use one that has been devised by Vincent Pasecki, who is a fellow YouTuber, very experienced tarot reader. So what I want to do is I want to just spend this video going over the positions, because they're going to be different from the standard Celtic cross spread. They're slightly different and they're more goal orientated. It's more about focusing on your goals and finding solutions to your problems rather than spending too much time dwelling on the root causes and the past issues, which of course, although fairly helpful, probably aren't going to give you the direction that you need to move forward with. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I'm just going to ask the simple question that I always ask is, how can I best overcome my challenges at present to help me best achieve my goals? So I'm going to give that a shuffle. Again, just think to yourself, if you've got something in mind, it might relate to you as well. It's going to be generalized, this guidance, because I'm going to explain the spread, and B, the spread positions, and B, I'm going to obviously interpret the cards. So I've just given it a very quick shuffle. We don't have to make too much of a fuss of it because this is going to be generalized. Take from it what you can, see if it can relate to a problem you've got, but you can also see how I use this spread. So I just basically will spread it into three. I will think about my current challenges. I'll turn the top three cards over, and see which one of these probably best relates to where I am at the moment within this. Of course, when you're doing this for yourself or somebody else, you would have to judge the question that they've asked. Obviously, it might be more specific. I'm not giving much of my details away at the moment, but I think I'm going to go for the strength because it's a major card. So we'll put these two piles out the way, and I'll just lay these out now like I would. So obviously the start position is the question, and that's that. And the second card also correlates to that. The third card above is the actions that you will be taking in the near future, or the actions that you are taking, sorry. This is the short-term direction, the actions you're taking, which will follow obviously what you're doing from there. So this card will follow on from that. The card to the left here is the assets that you've got working within what you ask about. So what things you've got working in your favour that are likely to help you and assist you as you move forward with your question. Of course, this card here is the future opportunities and possibilities to look out for that are going to evolve as things open out and as things progress. So these are things, opportunities that are going to give you some insight as to what you might need to do or want to do to help things move forward. The card down the bottom here is actually I don't think you can see it, I'm going to have to move that, very sorry, is the seventh card, and that basically is your perception of things, your own question. The eighth card is the timings for taking action. The ninth card is the purpose of why you've asked this question and the purpose of the reading. What is the purpose? What are you trying to achieve? And the last card is kind of like a summary and an update of should I say final thoughts of what you're trying to achieve. So getting straight into it, we've got the strength card here. So what I'm asking about, this is my current situation. So we've got the strength and we've got the Two of Pentacles. So relating to my challenges at the moment, this is sort of correlating and saying to me that at the moment it's a time to dig deep and be patient and be flexible. There are choices to make, but at the moment things are very, 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 very challenging and difficult, and things are quite up and down at the moment. And this is how I'm finding my challenges at the moment, that I'm having to dig deep. I'm having to be ever so patient with things and approach things in a very careful manner and a very tolerant sort of way. I'm going to have to be flexible because things are, as I say, up and down. And with the C here, we can see that the emotions may well be very choppy. We are, excuse me, we are faced with important choices as well with how we sort of deal with things. So we're going to have to be patient as we become clearer on how we're going to move forward with what we're facing at the moment. Now, moving over to the how I see my question. Well, I see myself with the Eight of Pentacles. I see myself as if I'm fairly committed and working hard to the tasks at hand. And I'm prepared to sort of put in the work to get the results that I'm looking for. So I feel as if I'm achieving a fair amount, but there is a lot of work. And maybe that I am advancing, but very slowly. Maybe not quite as quickly as I would like. But I know that I am focused hard on what I must do. I'm diligent and committed to the work ahead. So that's a good omen. So I'm seeing it as a hard work, but with the effort we can get there. So what efforts am I currently taking? Well, with the Ace of, I haven't really set this up very well. You'll have to excuse me. Actions we're currently taking is we're looking for enthusiasm and we're looking for new direction, perhaps, and new starts in how we go forward, looking for that creative inspiration to help spark moving forward. We're looking for new ideas, new concepts, things that can help this situation move along, because perhaps old and tried and tested ideas probably maybe not so clever. Maybe a new idea, a new burst of enthusiasm and drive can help this whole situation move along. So it's basically a new cycle. It's a new start, a new possibility, and that's what we're looking at: new possibilities. It's things that we can feel quite passionate about. So the short-term goal that follows that is the Seven of Swords, and this card is suggesting that in the short term, for this new idea to become a reality, we've got to be prepared to face up to what's in front of us. We can't be looking to run away or avoid what it is we need to do. We need to be more direct in our communication, and we need to be prepared to take responsibility where things aren't moving. So perhaps if we're not doing our bit, if we're trying to avoid what we know we must do, then this card is suggesting that this is what needs to be addressed in the short term. With this section of the spread, I would say probably about 4 to 6 weeks with this card, because the opportunities card here and the rest of the spread sort of takes you up to sort of roughly about a 3 months ahead sort of duration. So if we're going to talk about the short term, we're probably talking about the next month to a month and a half. So in order to help this new energy continue moving and growing, we need to take responsibility and take action to help things move forward. So the asset we've got within the question, which is very interesting, we've got the Ten of Wands here. So we've got the Ace here, which suggests new starts, but the asset suggests that you're going to be able to get to the end of this challenging situation very shortly. You're going to be able to close the door, draw a line under all the struggles that you've been having lately, and you're going to have that ability, that lovely relief of being able to lay down all the burdens and challenges and then be able to start afresh in a new direction. So you're going to have as an asset the ability to finish up and complete important projects or make important changes wherever they need to be made, whether it's in the career or around a relationship, around the home, or lifestyle changes or whatever it may be. You're going to be able to lay these burdens to rest and complete what you need to complete. You'll also have the stamina to do that, which is good, because going back to the strength card at the start there, this shows that you have got the strength and you are in a good position. It's going to be a bit hard going as you get into the flow of sorting things out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just leave this future card for a minute, and I'm going to go on to the timings. Now this section is the timing section, it talks about within the context of your question and the reading, what is the timing good for? Well, the timing is good for action because we've got a knight here. So this is all about following your artistic or creative pursuits or matters of the heart. Any action that you take must be taken following your dreams, your feelings, your intuition, and following your instincts, and every quest must be in that direction. It advises that it is a good time to act on new directions. Don't be put off by the challenges that may be ahead. And provided you're prepared to meet these challenges and take the necessary action and follow your heart, then you can achieve good results. It is going to be a good time for receiving offers and opportunities as well. So keep your eyes open for that. So it's not a time of standing still, it's a time of progression. Now, the purpose of the reading is the Three of Pentacles. Now, what that suggests is that teamwork is very important as you work through these challenges. That will help you to get things moving in the right direction. But it's also talking about creativity within sort of practical and sort of practical mundane matters. It's about making improvements, solid improvements to the situation, and taking a step forward with what it is you're trying to do. It's kind of like a careful cultivation of what you're trying to do. You're trying to grow something that's going to go somewhere. So if you remember, we spoke about the Seven of Swords. It's saying you must face responsibility. Of course, if you don't face responsibility, then you're not going to achieve the purpose, which is to grow the situation and nurture it into something that can be quite successful. Again, teamwork is important as you work with people, either in the workplace or around the home, or people around you that can help you further what you're doing. It's very important to be creative and to find creative solutions, especially new solutions to what you're doing, and applying them within the sort of practical constraints of what you're trying to do. This is the future opportunity. Now, the future opportunity here, lovely card, the Nine of Cups. That's suggesting that the time is right to follow your heart and to do what you want to do, as we saw with the Knight of Cups. But this card is suggesting that fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, is very possible in the near future. As you complete the tasks with the Ten of Wands and continue to build the new beginnings with the Ace of Wands, it's very likely that by applying your efforts wholeheartedly and being committed, you are going to be able to attain something of importance, perhaps attain what you're seeking to attain. And in this case, it's a heartfelt wish. So the opportunity in the near future is that you will get a wish fulfillment, or you will get a possible dream could come true. Perhaps the job that you're looking for, you may obtain. You may make the improvements in a relationship you want, or obtain the relationship you want, or maybe just a successful lifestyle change that you've been looking towards could actually become a reality. So this is all about emotional attainment. It's something you're going to feel very happy about and will give you a good cause for celebration. And as I said, you're going to feel quite happy and quite smug about it, because the character has obviously got a nice smug grin on his face. So the Nine of Cups shows that if you're prepared to continue being committed like you are, work through these challenges, go with the flow, stay on your feet, keep going, keep developing new ideas, and then be prepared to close the door to the things and finish off the things that you were doing before, see them through to their natural conclusion, and take responsibility for where you need to change, where you need to address things. Then there's a wish waiting to be manifest for you. And it's attainment through your own growth and through your own offers and opportunities, which I believe with the Knight of Cups sitting sort of directly above the Nine of Cups is suggesting that these could be heartfelt things that you really want to achieve. Obviously, if you want to be if your career is geared towards something, you wouldn't go in another direction. You'd go where you feel you want to go and what feels right for you. So the finer details is the Five of Wands, and that kind of explains that really there is going to be a lot of changes that need to take place for this wish to manifest, to come true. You're going to have to sort out the conflicts along the way and be prepared to make adjustments. Probably assert yourself as well with what you're trying to do. But it does suggest that although you will get your wishes with the Nine of Cups, there will still be more changes to follow. And again, you'll have to be prepared to make them, face them, and take the necessary action. Perhaps take your power back within a certain situation. Perhaps if you've given your power away or you felt a bit powerless, maybe it's a time to assert yourself and take control of the situation. Or if it's within your own mind that you're in conflict, obviously you need to address that and sort that out, clear it up so you know what you want to do. But overall, it's a time of important change because strife and conflict is afoot here. It needs to be dealt with. It's not a negative card because I think it's suggesting that you will be well placed to make these changes, especially with the wish card in the near future. You have all the capabilities at your disposal to attain what you're looking for, and that involves facing up to the changes you need to make and also facing up to the responsibility that you need to take. And obviously not like this figure trying to run away from something. You need to face up to it, take responsibility, and be prepared to be perhaps more direct in your approach. In some cases, it could mean that maybe you need to be indirect, maybe not tell everybody all your business. That might not be the best bet. But generally, I feel with this in this position is that it's a good time to sort of embrace what you're trying to do, face up to things, and to take responsibility. And as I say, the wishes can come true if you're prepared to work on the new concepts and ideas that you've got there. But you've got a lot going for you here with this spread. Now, this is the Vincent Pasecki style of approach. Okay. So that's about all I want to say on that. I'd love you to, if you could, tell me what you think in the comments section below. I know this is a bit amateurish how I've done this because I didn't think what I was doing before I set it up. So it's very much off the cuff. It's not planned. So take from this reading, please, what you can. If it does help you with the situation you've got, and if you're learning the tarot, I'm going to make more videos that explain the positions a bit more in depth. And also, please check out Vincent Pasecki. I will leave a tag in there for you so you can check him out, because I think he's an excellent tarot reader, and he takes a lot of the stress out of a reading, because at the end of the day, it's all about helping the client or yourself to get clearer answers. Let's not focus on what we don't need to focus on. Let's focus on what's going to help us. And that's what I like about this spread. There is no right or wrong way to read the cards. This is just the way I do it, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us, as I said, a comment below and a thumbs up maybe. Share the video. Please share with as many people as who you might think are interested in this video. And don't forget to subscribe. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, keep safe and well. Bye-bye.